What's up, everybody out there? Aaron here. Here to talk to you about the virus cards. Deck Devastation Virus, Crush Card Virus, Eradicator, Epidemic Virus. So, there are similarities and differences. A simple similarity, they're viruses. Trap card, viruses, and just like the first effect of all of them, tribute a dark monster. So let's start off with Deck Devastation Virus. Deck Devastation Virus. I believe this was the first one created, and this was played a lot. Of course, with dark decks, I've seen it most likely just played when it was running, when people were playing the Dark World deck. Tribute one dark monster with 2,000 or more attack. You check your opponent's hand. All monsters your opponent controls and all monsters they draw of your opponent's third turn, destroy all monsters with 15 attack or less. So you have to tribute one of your dark monsters with 2,000 attack or more. But all monsters that they have in their hand, or when they draw a monster, if it's 15 attack or less, it would get thrown into the graveyard. So this was an effect of destroying, except it didn't have to be an effect of a monster effect, or just destroying it by attacking like battle. Just attack your opponent with one of your monsters to destroy one of their monsters. No, this is just a trap card. So you look at your opponent's hand. So let's just say a lot of cards you do not want to deal with, like their Evac Veiler, the Ash Blossom, the Ghost Ogre. Most of the time, tuners, if you're going against, they are not higher than 15 attack. They're going to be lower most likely, because most tuners I have seen, they are way low attack. So they would go into the graveyard and it's for 3 turns. So the next couple of draws, if your opponent draws a monster that's 15 attack or less, it's gonna get thrown into the graveyard, and your opponent must reveal the card that they draw. So even if it's a trap card or a spell card, they must reveal it. Now you take your time of how you want to look at your opponent's hand. If you see monsters that are higher than 15 attack, well then you know what you're up against. Same goes for their magic and trap cards. So think of it like you're going against Ritual, and they have their Ritual spell card. Now you know what you're going up against. They have their Ritual combo to possibly do a Ritual play. So if they had their Ritual, let's just say Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. You need Chaos Form, the Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, and to make exactly a level 8 or more. Well, exactly 8, my mistake. Exactly 8. So if you see they have the Ritual, or their draw is going to be the Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, well then now you know they're going to have their combo right there. You just better hope that they don't actually do that. But at least you know what you're up against. Think of it as Dark Magician, Blue Eyes White Dragon, the Chaos Sorcerer, whatever. Those are high attacks. So you know what you're up against. Lower than that, lower than 15, they're just gonna get thrown away. So Deck Devastation Virus was the first virus I believe that was made. So Deck Devastation Virus. So that was first. Then I believe what came was Crush Card Virus. Crush Card Virus. Now this Crush Card Virus is the second creation made. Because the first creation, well, I don't have the first creation, but that one was the more brutal Crush Card Virus out of all. Because again, tribute one dark monster, of course. This one has to be by 1,000 attack or less. Your opponent takes no battle damage until the end of the next turn. After this card revolves, also, you look at your opponent's hand. All monsters they control, and if they do, destroy all monsters among them with 15 attack or more. Then your opponent can destroy up to 3 monsters with 15 attack or more in their deck. Now this is the second creation made. The first creation was for 3 turns, just like Devastation Virus. Monsters that have 15 attack or more would be thrown away. This creation now is just a fair enough Crush Card Virus if you were to play Crush Card Virus. Before, it was just too broken. So, Crush Card Virus. After a while, it just got banned for some time. Until they brought it back, but it's now this version of the Crush Card Virus. So the first Crush Card Virus was for 3 turns, just like Devastation Virus, except Devastation Virus was 15 attack or low monsters get sent away. The regular Crush Card Virus that was created is 15 attack or more. The difference was you must tribute a dark monster, 1000 attack or less. In Devastation Virus, you must tribute a dark monster with 2000 attack or more. So, Crush Card Virus was, yes, too broken. And it was pretty high of an amount of money. So particularly, yeah, buy it, it would be almost like $200 just for this one card. Until they made it a gold series. And if you were lucky when it came to the gold series boxes, of course, gold series, they would always have at least 3 gold series cards. And one of them was Crush Card Virus. So if you got lucky and you bought one of those boxes, sometimes you would be rarely lucky to get a Crush Card Virus. Or if you wanted to buy it separate, it would be up to about $200. Because this card was just too much of an effect to almost knock out your opponent. Now again, the same thing during that time, you look at your opponent. They're gonna draw monsters, they're gonna draw cards also until their 3rd turn. So your opponent has to reveal what they draw. And if it was a monster that was 15 attack or more, they're gonna get thrown away. So Crush Card Virus. Now, the Eradicator Epidemic Virus. You must tribute a monster with 25 or more attack and choose rather spell cards or trap cards. Check your opponent's hand. All spell or trap cards they control, all cards they draw until the end of their 3rd turn after this card's activation, and destroy all cards of the chosen type that you choose. So if you're going against a deck that you think they have rather most likely trap cards, their trap cards are going to be thrown away. If you choose spell, the spell cards will be thrown away. Same thing also. Your opponent must reveal their hand of what you can possibly see now. So if you chose spells, but they didn't have that many spells, and they have trap cards, well then you can see the trap cards of what they're gonna have that they haven't not set yet, or they're just gonna keep in their hand because they want to wait for a turn or so to do an actual effect on you, to do a play. Same goes with the monsters. You see everything. So Eradicator Epidemic Virus is you must tribute a dark, yes, 25 or more attack, and you choose spell or trap. So most likely these 3 viruses cards deal damaging your opponent. So Devastation Virus, 15 attack or less monsters get thrown into the graveyard for 3 turns. Crush Card Virus, it's just for that 1 turn now. All monsters with 15 or more attack, they get thrown into the graveyard. So it's not like before when it was for 3 turns. All monsters with 15 attack or higher be thrown to the graveyard. So it's this version now of the Crush Card Virus. Not so good. people will not run it as well, but sometimes I would just run it just because it's a fun card to have. An Eradicator Virus. So, Eradicator, choose spell or trap, they get thrown to the graveyard. But you get to see what your opponent has in their hand. So, these are the virus cards. Most likely, I don't see that many played anymore, or people playing these cards anymore, but they're just fun cards to use to damage your opponent. So, Eradicator Epidemic Virus, Devastation Virus, Crush Card Virus. Hope you all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Show you more deck profiles later. Peace.